Pro Dumpster Diver back at it again today. I am beyond excited. Okay, you see what we have here today? This was so much. This is probably one of the best days I've had in a month just dumpster diving right now. Most of you guys are like, dude, that's no way. Yes, it was. All right. You're probably talking about those, which I'm actually going to get into right now. So there's three different groups we have here today. Okay, we have the firefighting stuff, we have the medical stuff, which is here, and then we have the wires over there, and then the computer there and tubing. All right, so there's different things that we're going to get into. All right, so first let's start out with these bad boys. Now, I have seen one of those. In fact, I got one of them maybe about 6 months ago, but I haven't seen one since then. Not one this actually long at all right now. Now, as you can see it, these things here are a bit of a snake that you can actually use. But what they do is you have the large wire here, and you actually have your special plug. You plug this in, you hook it up, and this piece here would actually be your instrument. Now, some of the instruments you have are for length and electricity. So you want to figure out how long a pool is. You're going to drop this weighted piece in. Some of them actually transfer lights from one part to another. This might actually be a double. Actually, wait a minute. This might not even be attached to that original one. This might actually be separate. So this might actually, this might actually be different from the other one there. So this actually has two wires on it. You see how this is bent up? Yeah, so this is a second one right now. All right, so I'm going to move this to a side, and you have another one here. Let's see what this says here. Scale 49941 offline. Okay, so this here is actually complete. Okay, this is pretty good. This is what you would actually have standing up, and then you would actually draw your line. Now, this is beautiful. Now, some of you are asking how long it is. I couldn't tell you. I actually couldn't tell you how long this is right now. Now, what would I use this for? To be honest, this is great for keeping solar panels safe and drawing the electricity to your house. So let's say this is 100 feet, right? And I'm going to run a line from my house to, let's say, a refrigerator or a microwave or just a power pack to charge my cell phone. And I'm going to run that line all the way down, and that would be for solar panels that are in the woods that nobody would actually see. So this would be great to actually use for doomsday prepping right now. Also, you can use this for anything. If I wanted to extend the plug for Christmas lights, I definitely could do that. There's a lot you can actually do with this right now. Even backyard heating for the chickens, you can definitely actually end up doing that as well. Now, I don't have chickens, but you can definitely do that. So if I just found these two pieces today, I would be excited because I already know that these wires are definitely good. I can cut them, I can sell them to a scrapyard, but they're definitely going to come in handy. So I absolutely am keeping them right now, which is perfect. And I absolutely love this. This box here is actually just full of peanuts, and it's good because I can actually put sensitive tech equipment in there and keep it safe. Because if I just put the equipment inside of the locker, like some of these hard drives over here, and just put it in, it'll probably get crushed, the back part will get bent up, and if the circuit's destroyed, I can't use it. So there goes practically my information there. So right off the bat, that wouldn't actually be good. All right. Now here, I'm going to get into the medical right now. Now the medical, I love getting into because a lot of these corporations, and many of you guys know about it, you have so much money that you just chuck crap, right? Which is weird. They just chuck it. So these right here, and this is, I don't even understand what that is. Yeah. But these, I was like, wait a minute, are these pea cups? And they look like pea cups, right? So doctor name, brew number, date, peel slowly. So this actually comes off, and then it has the information on top. If you can kind of see that there, it says name, room number, doctor, date, time, right? So these are, they'll be P cups for drug testing. So if you wanted to go get a job, you'd have to get, tested for drugs. And so these pieces here, they're actually all in plastic. Now this is good because I can put different things in these containers and actually seal them as a sterile inner surface, right? Which is very, very good. Now, what would these companies pay for a jar like this? Maybe $2, $3 because it's just medical based? Who knows? But it's definitely good to have because I probably have about maybe 100 or so in there. And those are very good containers. I'm definitely going to actually keep them right now. So those are good right now. Just to have those is amazing because now I know these are plastic. I have a cap for these. These are set. These are safe. And these are good to keep. All right. Now, getting into the other medical right now, we'll get to that other stuff later. I have this. Now, most of you guys like, the hell is that? Right now, I thought these would be the containers that they put blood in. However, as I looked at it, it says hydrochloric acid 56134, case K danger. You have a zip bar there. And in case of emergency, ESS, Chemtrek right now. Okay. And there's the 800 number there. Now, keep an original container and wash. This was actually practically used for hydrochloric acid or so, which is very dangerous. Now, your stomach contains enzyme and hydrochloric acid. This is actually used to break down food and different things right now. Now, this would actually be used for scientific testing, which is great. Now, there are the gray top and then there's the white top. The white top, let's look at it here, is a different company by the name of Greenwood Products hydrochloric acid solution. Right. So again, they're all different things there of what it actually contains, and these are still good. Now, looking at these things, these are very clear. Can you reuse them? You could, but you have to be careful right now how you would actually do it. Some people would actually end up putting a needle through the top. Some of the people would actually screw it off and clean it off. I would definitely, if anything, sterilize these, put them in boiling water, and actually leave them there, which is absolutely great. So I haven't counted them, but looking at this, we have a 6 by 4 by whatever. Now, here's the thing. These inner parts here are a bit wet, so I have to be careful with that right now because they were out in the rain. And here we actually have some green amber bottles. Now, the other previous video that I uploaded was very different. The green amber bottles are small. These ones are actually a bit larger, and these are very, very good to actually have. They have the caps on them. They're very good. For some reason, somebody threw them out, but again, that's what happens. Now, here we actually have other ones. These are a different type of green amber bottle. These are what you call thin necks. And a thin necks you can actually use for different things. Again, beautiful. They're empty. Things like these would definitely end up going through. There's no chemicals in them. They have no odd smell. It's beautiful. And I have a lot of these right now, as you can clearly see. They're beautiful. I have more of the gray ones, and the gray ones are similar to, hydrochloric acid. They're the same ones that I had there. Now, some of the containers are empty there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill them up. I'm going to put some of the grays together just to make sure, as you can see here, that they all go in correctly. Now, some of these containers there that are white top, again, it's the same amber thing there. Now, some of them are actually a clear amber. I actually should have gotten more of those. What I may do is I may take these containers and I may put them in the peanuts container, right? Which is great. But then I have to take those peanuts out and then put them in something else just to make sure that the glass doesn't crack, which is very good because, again, these are good containers. I want to keep them. I don't want to throw them out or anything like that. Now, let's get to the other part. We got mouse here and then this. This is interesting. Somebody had thrown this out, and this is an actual headphone set connected with USB. And I was like, wait a minute, it's got a mic on it, it's got buttons, it's got everything. I'll clean that off and see if it works, and it's beautiful. Now, here's what I love. I was at a place called, it's a hardware store. It's not AC More, but it's something else. I forgot the name of it. And in the back, they actually had, if you know the name of it, put it in the comments. And they actually had tubing that was 55 cents a foot for plastic stuff like this. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm paying 55 cents a foot. It's good. But then they had medical grade stuff. And I was like, all right, I might do it. And you know what I found? I found all of this. And there's 3 different types of tubing here. You have one set here. You have another thinner set. And this here, as you can see, it comes off. It's only one small piece, probably about maybe 2 feet. And then you have this here at 10 feet and this here at 30 feet. I pulled it out and rewrapped it and everything like that. Now, this is practically thin. It's about 1/3 of an inch, but it is very, very good tubing right now. It's pretty solid, very tough. What would I do? I would put the entire thing in hot water and then push hot water through it and let that sucker sit. But this is beautiful, okay? I could put, actually, I might be able to actually insulate some of that wire, since I saw some duct tape on it, and actually put that through there, which would absolutely be great. But to have stuff like this is amazing, because this here would cost you maybe 50 bucks, I'd say, on the different tubing, on the length of it. Because again, you have this type of length, and then you have this type, all right? That's beautiful. All right, now let's get to the number 1 thing we have. But before we do that, let's get to this computer. Somebody threw this sucker out. Saw this next to a garbage can somebody actually had by a dumpster. Just picked this up today. right now. Where I was at in Edison, New Jersey, I was passing by. I was like, oh, let's see it. And I looked at it. It's got a bit of water damage on it. But looking at the inside, it's got no hard drive. It's still got the circuitry in it, which is beautiful right now. So I am loving it. All right. All right. Let's get to the number one thing we have today. Drum roll, please. As you can see right now, what we're looking at is specialized air filtration firefighter equipment Scott packs. Now, I was a firefighter before, and I love being a fireman. It was one of the best things there. And I saw somebody have this in the garbage. I was like, oh, let me pull it out. And then I saw it said this, Scott. I was like, wait a minute. This is the actual mask that you would actually end up wearing. It's actually inside of this bag here, which is beautiful. I can see the inside part there. Scott O Vista Mask Assembly. I am excited as shit, man. Now, why am I excited? Because as you know, during the apocalypse, many people need to breathe air when they go outside. And the problem is the air outside isn't very good. So sometimes you need an air pack or a diver's pack or a Scott pack. This is it. Pressure pack Scott with vibrator, easy flow regulator, beautiful, right? I can see the valve here for the purge. I can turn it. I can actually press the button here, which is amazing. And then we have the straps, okay, which have here, oh my gosh, it has the valve, the air supply valve. And then we have the tank. The tank itself is beautiful, okay? Let's pull this bad boy up right now. It is heavy. Scott Air Pack, air only, 2,216 PSI. Keep valve closed except when using Scott Air Pack. Now, as we can see, it does look like there is a bit of air still in it. That's what we got. Pro Dumpster Diver, out.